living with disability. Now, stigma and discrimination reflect negative perceptions of disability associated with beliefs, norms, and practices that devalues people with disabilities. And as Flora Lemuki tells us, this has affected many children in Embu County, even as sensitization is done to ensure that there is inclusion for all. Take a look.
Even as efforts continue to be made to ensure that children's needs are catered for, still children face a myriad of challenges, including malnutrition and child abuse. We traverse the counties of Embu and Kajiado to assess what is being done and what can be done to ensure that socio-economic rights of children are catered for.
According to data, a staggering 1 billion individuals around the world, both children and adults, live with some form of disability. Whether it is a condition acquired later in life or present since birth, disabilities impact a significant portion of the global population, with nearly 240 million of those affected being children.
That our children who are living with disabilities are able to access the services available. That is through, number one, ensuring that these children are registered with the National Council of People Living with Disabilities, that the assessments are being done such that if at all there are any interventions that can be done for these children living with disabilities, that is possible.
Despite global efforts to promote equity and inclusion, children with disabilities continue to face invisibility in programs aimed at building more inclusive societies. This invisibility is both a cause and a consequence of their exclusion, as they are often left out of mainstream initiatives and overlooked in broader social and developmental agendas. For parents of children with disabilities, stigma often presents a significant challenge as they navigate the journey of accepting their children who are differently abled. Despite the notable strides that have been made to accommodate these children, there still remains a major gap towards achieving 100% inclusion for these children.
Sasa mimi kuna mama wameficha watoto wao, hawajajiamulia ye kuitikia hiyo mwito, unakuta wameficha watoto kwa manyumba yao.
Kuna watu walikuanga ati wana mistreat watoto. Mimi kama mtoto na ni mtoto mwenye nimezaa mimi na mistreat. Taki kumuona na muongelesha vibaya, lakini unachukua jukumu wewe kama mzazi kujua ni nini kinaendelea na huyo mtoto. Kwa hivyo wakati hiyo masomo iliingia, sasa watu wamechange kwa hii eneo.
Our journey to some parts of Embu County leads to several households of parents who are doing their utmost best to break the bias among their children with disabilities. In Siakago sub-county, Caroline McKenna's unwavering determination to take care of her child with cerebral palsy has been a testament to a mother's unconditional love and resilience. Caroline's child was born with cerebral palsy, a condition that occurred as a result of prolonged labor, and Caroline has faced numerous challenges in her journey to ensure her child's health and well-being.
Nilideliver mtoto akulia.
It is at this moment that Caroline knew her child was not okay. For the past 14 years, Caroline has overcome countless obstacles, including financial constraints and frequent trips to the hospital to provide the best possible care for her child. 3 months after the birth of her child, Caroline realized that her child had ankyloglossia, commonly known as tongue tie, a condition in which an unusually short, thick or tight band of tissue tethers the bottom of the tongue's tip to the floor of the mouth. This led to a child having difficulties in breastfeeding.
Mtoto wangu ako ulimi imeshikana hapa, ajui kunyonya vizuri. Nikamwambia nimeelezewa na mama mwenzangu. Sasa si daktari wakaona tu ako na tongue tie. Sasa nikafuata makliniki. Sasa alafu mtoto akakuja akatengenezwa hiyo tongue tie. Nikafuatia mtoto tena alikuwa na sinuses. Alikuwa na sinuses pia yenyewe. Alikuwa akibreathe vile alikuwa ana breathe, alikuwa anangorota. Hii ni quinion na iberico. Alikuwa nazo right and left. Alikuwa nazo. Akaenda alifanywa operation pia yenyewe. Sasa na tena katikati ya miguu alifanyiwa operation katikati ya miguu hapa na alifanyiwa na watu wa Kijambe.
And through sensitization by Save the Children Kenya on positive parenting, many of the parents in these remote areas have been able to come out as champions of children with different disabilities. The county has embarked in strengthening community-level health promotion interventions towards increasing demand for health services from the target beneficiaries through utilization of mother-to-mother support groups to create awareness.
Ukificha mtoto, serikali hautajua kama uko na mtoto. Na watu ndio, ukitokelezea kwa watu ndio utajua kuna watoto wako na disability. Na tena nawaambia disability is not ability. Unaweza kuwa unaona uko na mtoto ako na ulemavu na watu mchukia, lakini Mungu anapenda watu ambao wako na ulemavu. Na tena unaweza kuta huyo mtoto vile unamtunza na unakaa na yeye na upendo. Ukikaa na yeye na upendo na unamonyesha kama ni mtoto, unamonyesha huyo mtoto uko naye, unaweza mtunza kama watoto wengine na unampenda.
The people of Zawa have gained on positive parenting, children with mainstreaming children with disability, with the awareness creation of the fact that even this child with the disability is a child like any other, then and also being directed on where to receive help. I believe we have been now receiving even those children will no longer be hidden or will no longer be seen as a burden. So I would say it's a good program.
Children in Embu County have also been affected by the drought that hit the country. Also, other challenges like female genital mutilation and malnutrition have exacerbated the smooth growth of children.
To speak the truth, there is FGM in this county. But you know, the sad thing is that few cases are reported. I would say few because like in the county that I am, and of course even for the various sub-counties that there are, we only hear just a pocket of cases that have been reported. Above the prime one, Runyeges and Manyata, it is still practiced in secrecy. So I will not hide behind the camera and say that we don't have, but very few cases are reported.
Children with disabilities often face the daunting task of navigating an inaccessible world that excludes them. Despite their resilience and efforts to accommodate themselves, acceptance and inclusion still heavily depend on society's willingness to confront and break down barriers to change.
We also aimed at giving them nutrition education and counseling, so that they can be well informed about ensuring that there is exclusive breastfeeding happening between the ages of 0 to 6 months. These mothers are grouped into mother-to-mother support groups of around 15 members each, and they receive teachings on nutrition, on positive parenting, and also we have disability inclusion. So the objectives of this group is to ensure that there is also male participation, that parenting is not a role of the mother only, but also the father figure is important in the growth of the child.
Na tuseme hii hali ya kuwasomesha imepunguza malnutrition kwa mamboma kwa hali ya juu, kwa sababu kulingana na vile program yuko tuna community health volunteers ambao wanatembea kwa kila mboma ambayo iko na mtoto ambaye ako chini ya miaka 2, wakiangalia hali ya huyo mtoto, wakipima afya yake na kumtuma hospitali kama ako na shida yoyote. Kwa hivyo niseme hii program imetusaidia sana kupunguza hali ya malnutrition katika area yetu.
Disability is an inherent part of the diversity of human experience, and children with disabilities deserve equal opportunities and access to education, healthcare, social services, and participation in their communities.
In most cases, the lack of financial muscle from most low-income earning households has led to malnutrition among many children in the country. Hence, a collective responsibility between the government and the relevant stakeholders has to be done in order to ensure that the children are well fed. Flora Limuki, TV 47, Embu County.